You wish you were as cool as Oddball. The only way you could be as cool as Oddball is if you had tacos. I don't think you have tacos. Especially tacos that do this. Yeah!
Greetings, Earthlings. It's Shane with Oddball Cards. In your time, it is May 7, 2023. If you're new to this channel, this Iron Maiden mug is to blame and responsible for most of the content on this channel. I was daydreaming one day how I would be able to signal my future self that I was ready to talk about time travel in the future. And I joked and thought, well, maybe like an Iron Maiden mug. So I went and got one just in case. So you've been warned. Please hit that back button if you're new. Go check out The Hobbyist, Sharon's Pops and Plants, do some Sudoku, maybe some yard work that's been piling up. You've been warned. All right, it is a new year of Bowman. This guy, Josh Jung, maybe Young, like Carl Jung, is mashing. He's said in an unjinxing manner. C.J. Abrams is a veteran because he's not a rookie anymore and he's not a prospect. Nolan Jones. Some foreshadowing here. You can hang out here with, is that Scott Service? It's a cool picture. Tristan Casas, rookie. All right, and our backwards card. Holy cow. What in the world? This is a retail box. I was not ready for this. I don't know where he is on the list. All I mapped out was tier 1. But we will take a Bowman First Autograph Chrome. Said that wrong. Bowman Chrome First Autograph. Any day of the week. All right, more foreshadowing. We'll actually be discussing the Pirates just for a blip. But, all right. So this week, I was sitting under a tree, and my good friend Hedgehog came up and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm sitting here under a tree." And he slapped me. He said, "I mean, you literally have a time machine. You can time travel. Why are you just sitting here?" So he dragged me to the time travel machine. And I said, "Where are we?" He said, "Sean, we are in 1979. I heard you saying that you weren't sure you liked Led Zeppelin anymore. So we're at 1979, the Nebworth Festival, listening to Kashmir." And I said, "Can you read minds? How did you know?" He said, "You ridiculous donkey, you talk to yourself while you work." Here's a Luis Garcia first paper. Kennedy Corona. I'm a little tired. Need to drink some of that coffee. Kennedy Corona first. And I've actually heard this name. Oh, there's two. And they're both Chrome first. Yay. Juan Brito and Jose Pedroza. All right. I said, that was just creepy. I thought you could read my mind. I said, "I'm glad that we're seeing Led Zeppelin, but they're kind of old." And he said, "Sean, look how comfortable they are. The music is groovy. You know they're not young and bouncing around anymore, but the music is tight." I said, "You know what? I've been having some fears about getting old. It is really good music." Hedgehog said, I said, "How did you know?" And he said, "Sean, we all feel a little bit old on your birthday." He said, "Happy birthday, buddy. Keep your head out of your butt. You're old, you're not dead." I said, all right. All right, on Sundays we have a Q&A. Today's first one is, Oddball, can you talk about the Cubs without jinxing them? That's from our good friend Paul Curry. His Oscar Gonzalez rookie, Vaughn Grissom rookie, Logan I think he's hurt. I was going to say catcher for the Angels. James Outman, there was a lot of buzz about him. I think he's come down to earth. There's a J-Rod veteran. I like this new Rookie of the Year favorites. It looks cool. We'll put it here. Miguel Vargas. our paper first of Amarion Boyd, Neurawillian Cedeno. I just do that for you guys. I try my best out of respect for people's names, but sometimes it comes out messed up. Our Chrome first is Ambioris Tavares and a Jackson Chorio prospect. Oh, man. Those are really nice looking this year. They're always very similar, but that's kind of wacky how nice they look. All right, so the NL Central is of note because Pittsburgh is 20-14. Milwaukee is 18-15. The Cubs are 17-16. All right, here's a Shea Langoliers rookie, Matthew Liberatore, Cade Cavalli, Jacob deGrom veteran, Nick Pratto rookie, Miggy on his last year. I do like these. Christian Vaquero, Bowman Scouts. Oh, boy, the Nationals are in need of that rebuild. All right, there's that. I want to keep this. I'm going to put it sideways. Elijah Green prospect, Ellie De La Cruz prospect, Ruben Santana, and Jonathan Mejia prospect Chrome. All right, so yeah, NL Central, even the Cincinnati is 14-19. If you had told me Cincinnati would win 14 games all year, I would have believed you. Shout out to Jeff Ruoff, John Klinsman, my good friend Terry, who we did. That's been about a year now, maybe a little longer, where we did a on-site video, City Barbecue. All right. So our next question comes from Clint, the sheriff. He says, "Why no shine?" I got this via text, or someone conked him on the head and he talks funny now. Why no shine for SF? LOL, you homer. Okay, so first off, these are beautiful. Sights on September, Colton Cowser. The Orioles have a nice young team. Our first paper of Tony Blanco Jr. Kumar Rocker was a star of last year's Bowman. Not sure how he's doing. We'll have to ask the professor at North Coast Baseball. Juan Olmos and a retail green Drew Gilbert. I like the retail green. This is my first time opening this, so I did a bit of prep. So far we haven't hit any of the Tier 1 guys, but that's all right. I love Bowman. The funniest part is this, and if I just open Allen and Ginter, they are by far my lowest viewed videos, so I don't think everyone loves Bowman. That's all right. All right, our next question comes from Criterium Racer, Jay Lee. I call him Jay Lee. He says, more war. Well, that's not really a question, Criterium Racer, but I get the point. More war. Mark Vientos, rookie. Trey Turner, veteran. Wilson Contreras. All right, so Garrett Cole, is carrying the Yankees. If you can believe it, there's a kerfuffle that they're in last place. I think they're 18-15, or maybe they're one game over 500. But that entire division is mostly overachieving. I'll say Boston Red Sox. Sorry, George the Collector. This is beautiful. Modern prospects. It's my turn. Tamar Johnson. Matt Mervis. Okay, so he's just below Tier 1. He was one of the autos they said you wanted to get. But that's our first sighting of anyone near Tier 1 that I'm aware of. Kyle Harrison, first paper. Colton Cowser. My hands are getting full. Ronnie Simon, first chrome. And Ariel Almonte, first chrome. Yay. Okay. So as far as my tier list, we did have a red, but I don't think it was him. It was a Cam Collier that we're looking for in Tier 1. All right. That's okay. Happy about that. All right. So there's Garrett Cole at 2.5. Our guy, Ronald Acuna Jr., who I picked for a bounce back 40-40, is at 2.2 WAR. In the fantasy stuff that haunts you, Graham Ashcroft is holding at 2.1. Speaking of other fantasy pitchers that are specters for me, Justin Steele I didn't pick up last year because the formula, as I know it. Oh, I like this. I haven't seen this rookie before of Singa. Spencer Torkelson, I may have broken him. Max Scherzer, Rhys Hoskins, Alec Burleson, Gunnar Henderson rookie. All right. I don't think these Bowman rookies are super valuable, but I like it. All right, Cole Young, Bowman Scouts, top 100. He's a Mariner. I'm going to put it right there. Dylan O'Ray, first paper. Daniel Montesino, first paper. Christian Serta. Oh, I thought it said pitcher. I was like, he doesn't look like a pitcher. I happened to catch a nice University of Kentucky baseball game as part of my birthday weekend. Ryan Clifford. I didn't know if I'd like it as much as I liked pro baseball. I give it a strong B+. No parking, no traveling. Didn't have to mortgage the house to get tickets and concessions. Had a great time. Shout out to Mrs. Oddball. All right. So, on with the twos. The 2.0 WAR. And if you don't know what WAR is, essentially if you take an average player and put him into an equation, and then a good player, how much better is the good player than the average player? Wins above replacement level player. All right. This is pretty cool. North, lacrosse player, Mike Schmidt. Shout out to our good friend, the hobbyist. You can't cover the egg. You can cover up Joey Votto briefly. I mean, Eddie Murray. Love Eddie Murray. Verlander, 2019 AL Cy Young. Bearing Fruit, Kawano. And I think that's Frank Robinson. It is. All right. You rarely hear about his playing days, mostly about his MLB stuff. All right, the twos right now. Matt Chapman, Wander Franco, Shohei Ohtani, and Sonny Gray. Just really carrying their teams. My good friend Eloy wants me to stop talking about him. I think I will. Hey, there's a Bobby Witt Jr. Yay. Here's Verlander again. We're manifesting him. I don't really believe in that, but I think it's an interesting concept. Hey, I love coffee. International Coffee Day. Our mini is Torres, not Gleyber Torres. It is a Ginterback Karateka? I don't know him. That's pretty cool. All right. Eloy, I love you. I'm sorry if I'm hurting you. All right. Last, to end on, Cody Bellinger, Marcus Semien, and Alex Cobb in the finally category. I'm sure followers of that team or those players are happy. They are bounced back. Here's some knocking on the wood. Shakes the table in camera. Makes Kurt happy. And at 1.6, we have a couple guys that carried 2020. At 1.6 WAR, we have Lou Bob and Randy Arozarena. Here's my fantasy pitcher, Yu Darvish. So when his arm falls off after this, you'll know why. Noah Syndergaard is struggling for my Dodgers. Brandon Nimmo pitching a gem. Garrett Cole, we're going to put you up there with the egg because you're carrying the Yankees. Some guy named Trout. All right, our mini is Palacios, Richie Palacios. All right, rookie. All right. As always, very few hedgehogs were harmed in the filming of this video. Toodles. Test, 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 test.